Once upon a time, in a land of spice-scented winds and shimmering silks, there lived a prosperous merchant, a man of wealth and wisdom, known in his city for trading in rare goods from distant lands. He had caravans of camels and ships of cargo, yet among all his treasures there was one that brought him daily joy, a beautiful green-feathered parrot, gifted with the ability to speak. The parrot lived in a gilded cage near the merchant's study. With its clever tongue and sparkling wit, it was no ordinary bird. It recited poetry, imitated voices, and even shared insights that sometimes made the merchant stop and ponder. Their bond was not just of master and pet, but something subtler, a companionship of the soul, cloaked in feathers and bars. One day, the merchant prepared for a long and ambitious journey, a trade expedition to the lush jungles and thriving markets of India, the land of pepper, jewels, and ancient wisdom. Before leaving, he walked through his household, asking each servant, each companion, what they desired from that fabled land. One asked for a cashmere shawl soft as moonlight. Another requested a peacock feather fan. A third wanted a comb carved from ivory. There were wishes for honeyed almonds, ginger, cinnamon, clove, and perfumed oils. The merchant wrote down each one with a smile. At last, he came to the parrot. "What shall I bring you from India, my wise and colorful friend?" The parrot tilted its head, its eyes glinting with a knowing light. "I ask for no trinket, kind master," it said. "But if you should pass through the jungles of India, where my kind fly free among emerald leaves, stop for a moment. If you see a flock of parrots in the trees, call out to them and tell them of me." The parrot paused and recited, "Is it fair that I sit caged, bound in sorrow and pain, while you soar on green branches in freedom's domain?" The merchant was moved. He nodded solemnly. "I will bring you your message." And so the journey began. He crossed deserts and mountains, passed through bustling bazaars, crossed rivers on creaking boats, and finally reached the verdant lands of India. There, beneath a sky painted in sunset gold, he rode out one morning into the forest. The trees were alive with birdsong, and among them parrots, brilliant ones, their green feathers like flashes of jade, their chatter filled with joy. The merchant stopped, called to them, and shouted the message of his companioned parrot. And as he finished, something strange happened. One parrot, sitting high on a branch, suddenly trembled. Its wings fluttered weakly, and with a soft cry, it fell, limp, to the forest floor. Shocked, the merchant stared. He tried again. "O parrots of India, do you not hear the call of your brother? He waits in sorrow behind iron bars. Will no one answer his cry?" Another parrot shook, its eyes fluttering closed, and it too fell. The forest grew silent. No more movement, no more sound. The parrots were still. The merchant's heart sank. "What have I done?" he murmured. "I meant only to deliver a message, and instead brought death." At last, after many weeks, he returned home. His ship filled with riches, his servants laden with gifts. He handed out every item, every souvenir. But when he approached the parrot's cage, he hesitated. The parrot looked at him with eager eyes. "Tell me," it said softly, "what did the parrots of India say?" The merchant sighed. "I fear I have brought you only sorrow." At that, the parrot gave a sudden cry, sharp, clear. Then its body shook. It let out a final sigh, and collapsed inside the cage, still, breathless. The merchant froze. He rushed to the cage, unlocked it, and gently lifted the parrot's limp Maddie. "No, not you too," he whispered, grief tightening his throat. But then, a sound, the flutter of wings. He spun around, and there, high above him, perched on the garden wall, was the parrot. Alive, glorious, free. "You!" he gasped. "You tricked me!" The parrot smiled, yes, smiled, with the ease of one who has understood life's deepest lessons. "Not a trick," it said, "a teaching. The parrots of India gave me a message, not in words, in action. They taught me to escape my prison, I had to die to it." And with that, the parrot spread its wings wide, like green fire catching the wind, and soared into the sky. Free. Thank you for listening to this timeless tale from Rumi's Masnavi. May its wisdom linger in your heart like the spice-scented winds of the merchant's land.